Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm TeeHee, and I'm here today for Three Gatsu no Lion, Episode 1. That's March comes in like a lion in English. Um, I'm going in blind for this one. I really don't know anything about this show. I know that it's really highly rated, and I know that it has something to do with shogi, which is a really complicated board game. And I'm kind of hoping that we're not expected to know the rules of shogi going in. I have to assume that we're not. I also know that the second season is much more highly rated than the first season. I don't know why, but they're both really, really highly rated, and they're both Shaft shows, I believe, which is it's normally a good thing. Normally a very good thing. So, I don't know what I'm getting into. This is going to be the first episode of the first show in my Seinen Sunday block. Um, I think it will fit the Seinen slot. What am I hoping for? What am I expecting? Okay, it's a tall order, but if any of you have seen Rakugo, then Rakugo is the kind of thing that I'm kind of expecting here. And well, no, it's what I'm hoping for. It's what I'm hoping for. If this can come close to Rakugo, it will be an experience. Let's put it that way. It'll be quite an experience. If you haven't seen Rakugo, go and see it. I'm not going to do a reaction to it because I've seen it and I think it's amazing. So you should go and watch it. Um, it's so good, but hard character driven psychological stuff. The other show that this kind of reminds me of, just from a surface perspective, would be Akagi. Um, I can't remember the mangaka's name for Akagi and Kaiji, but those two are definitely different because they're tense. They're basically battle series with serious dark psychological elements wrapped up into game playing and gambling. In Akagi's case, it's all mahjong, and in Kaiji's case, it's a number of death games. And I keep having to say this, but I'm yawning. It's not because I'm bored or because I'm exhausted, despite the bags under my eyes. It's a side effect of a medication that I'm taking. Not something to worry about. Just kind of annoying, and I hope it doesn't annoy you as much as it annoys me. But yeah, I'll be yawning my ass off. I'm about to yawn again. God damn. Mm. Ah. So I'm thinking maybe we get sort of a cross between Akagi, which is one of my favorite psychological. I wouldn't call it really a mind bender, but it's just an experience to get to know that character and the things that he'll do. Oh, what an experience! I might rewatch Akagi for the channel. I really might. But honestly, that's just a guess. It's just it's just a guess, and I am almost positive that I will be proven wrong, and this will be something in its own right that shouldn't be judged based on its surface similarities to other things that I've seen. So I'm going to try to keep an open mind and go in as blind as I can. As I said, I really know nothing. I didn't even read the synopsis, except maybe the one line that appears before you even click on a show. So I don't know anything about this. I know that it's supposed to be really good, and I hope that it can deliver. So, without further ado, let's get into Three Gatsu no Lion, Episode 1. Three Gatsu no Lion will commence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Whoa. Whoo. We got no pee. So he's underwater with a bunch of doors. Hefty on the symbolism. That looked like a throne? This is so good. And it's beautiful. And the watercolor effect that's on everything. It might all be a watercolor. It might very well be watercolor. Just based on the way the ink seems to be spread out. Wow. That water. 0. Ah. Oh my god, that's like Mob Psycho. Wow. First scenes are gonna blow me away with Sakuga on a game, a shogi show? So that was a dream. Wow, wow, the reflections. So is he a hikikomori? His life is empty except for the shogi board. And one shirt. Nice view. He seems melancholy, like he's in a malaise. Let me scooch this way a little so that I can put the video there for the highlight. There we go. Okay, so he's got a, what is that, an aquarium? Or is it just a water cooler? His, the way they've done his lips, like this. It's interesting. It's almost One Piece-y. I haven't seen One Piece, I've just seen some pictures. It reminds me of a character. Okay, off to start his day. Man, the light that they're using just throughout everything. The light and the refraction effects. Oh man, the water! Oh, the soundtrack. I'm getting chills. I'm straight up. I just had a pea shiver down my spine. Is this in German? French. It's in French, and the contrast on him to make him stand out in this crowd. Everyone else is sort of washed out pastels and that sort of watercolor feel, but he's dark. Wow. Posters of him. He's famous. I can see that this audio is going to be popping for you, so I'm reducing a little bit. Oh my god, that made me feel feels. I didn't sign up for this, but I'm glad that I'm in. I'm already in, like in. I am going to be binge watching this. Welcome to the shogi. Are you his opponent? He's got the same lips, but they're turned up. No reaction. No response, except he clenches his fist. Who is this? He knows him. Oh man, the quality of the voice acting. Is that him? With the lines on his nose? At a time like this. So is he, the reigning champ or something? So if I remember correctly, the pieces in shogi represent an army, very much like chess. But the number of potential moves is significantly higher, or the number of potential board states. So it's an active shogi hall. And he's, again, the true black that they're using on his hair. Ah, you can move pieces sideways. Yeah, this show seems to be all about the aesthetic. He always looks like he's grimacing. This match has importance. There's something about their history that makes this important to our MC. Yeah. Was this guy his senpai? Was this guy his teacher? That's the vibe that I'm getting. That this is a moment of surpassing. But there's something else with this girl. Checkmate. So, forfeit. Name drop? Nope. Okay, so he cares about him. So he left. No reaction from him, not even a little bit. Just... And he's there. Very different journey back. Wow, the way they're capturing golden hour through animation is amazing. Golden hour is the time of day when the light is just right and beautiful, and they're capturing it here. Having created a night from Hinata to Kiriyama. I think I'll stay home. Now you can't refuse. Haha! Chibi. Okay. So there's at a shrine? Or just near it? The light on her is so bright. It's like Mako. Mako Mankanshaku. So these people force him out of his funk, and the sparkles everywhere. Cat has a VA. Okay, so it was an important match. That's a lie. Of course he did. Oh my god. Okay. So the news story makes him, yeah. And it's his adopted father. So he identifies with the guy who killed his father on the news. That's why he couldn't respond. That's why he was so tense. And that's why the response that he won from the woman was I see. Oh. So cute. It's gonna be delicious. It's made with love. Got lots of love in it. Well, who's this old geezer? I feel like I'm gonna like him. Yep. Emotional stress. Yeah. Of course he's tired. Yeah. But he did. He was dreaming. The lines around the moon. Oh. feel like she's got a bit of a crush on him. Yeah, she's blushing. God, this show's so pretty. It's so pretty. Like, I just watched the new JoJo's yesterday. Stop, check it out. But this is totally different, and also just gorgeous. Ah, superimposed waves. Wow. That's gotta be a cat. So rice, natto, and eggs. She's exactly like Mako. I love it. She made a ridiculously large rice ball and just slapped some seaweed on there. Cats don't sleep like that. Cats never expose their bellies. But it's cute. Oh, I guess he is still school age. But he doesn't have a reason to be, to stay in school. He's a pro sports player. Yep. I know that feel. Probably. Chompalicious? Camera. Thank you. During middle school. Wow. Me too, buddy. Me too. Hmm. Oh, so they own a little shop. What do they sell? Oh. Oh. Bean paste. Okay. They run a cute little small business. That's awesome. Aww. Oh, he's a big softie. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I want that. Oh. I just want to squeeze her. Mm. Oh, it's a bakery. That makes more sense. Okay. So they weren't just bean paste, they were probably bean paste in buns. Who dat? Shub! Crisp! To be continued. Alright, ED. Moving forward through the water now. Okay. To his unseen goal. Wow, this is really cool. He hurts inside, but he keeps going. And then there's that the small him, the young him, and he smiles. I don't want to see it. I don't see it. I don't want to see it. Stunning. Stunning. Wow. Wow. I I cannot think of an episode 1 that has had that much of an impact on me. I definitely can't think of an episode 1 that has hooked me. When did I say that I was in? I think it was as their match was beginning. Yeah, after the music, after him after he walks to the shogi hall and we get that musical interlude that's just amazing. I'm gonna do another scroll through for this show, so I'm gonna drop it to mute and we'll start scrolling through. I mean, from second one, it had me intrigued and fully involved, but it was by okay, he's walking, yeah, getting to the shogi hall. So by 5 minutes in, this show had me, and it's not letting go. I'm going to be watching a lot of this. Okay. I want to just glance at the intro sequence again. So he's falling deeper and deeper into this water. Fine. And then there's this with the doors, which to me implies like opportunities, pathways. It's gorgeous, and as I said, I feel like there's use of watercolor in here. Like the way that the ink is spread, it looks watercolor-ish. I'm not sure. Like there, I'm not sure. It could just be an effect that's applied. Or it could be the actual medium that they're using to draw with. The one of the things that stunned me throughout was the water. There's an emphasis on it. We get it through the bubbles that we see in frames in between other shots, and we get it in most of the landscapes, and a bunch of other in between shots. You know, here, but that's not as stunning. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but stuff like that. And then we get some introduction into his life, and his room is, as I said during the reaction, it's empty except for Shogi. And he's just got that one shirt, as far as we could tell. He might have more in the cabinet or in the closet, but just that one shirt. So then he goes out into the light, and we get this feeling from him. Okay, when do we start the song? Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this out, I think, but I want to listen to the song again because it got me. He's got the wind through his hair. There, this water. This water. Oh my goodness. Her voice is just... I'm gonna find that song, and it's... that. Nathalie Roudet. Okay, I found it. Infamant Layu. Infamant Layu. Yep, that's it. Wowie zowie. Okay, glad I found that, so I'm gonna just hold on to that in a tab. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning insert song. Okay, so he arrives. Sits, and from here he does not say a thing. His only reaction to anything is to clench his fist when this guy asks him how he's doing. So it builds this tension. This match is meaningful, but we don't know why. And so we're trying to figure it out. But the guy seems to care for him. And he's got the same smile, the same lips. I guess all the characters do. It's a choice. But it's an interesting choice because it's the opposite of how you would normally draw lips. You know, you look at lips, right? They come to points at the corners, and they get wider at the center. That's not how they decided to draw lips in this show. It gives the characters a very interesting quality. It makes him look like he's almost grimacing and crying constantly. And so we get flashbacks to things we don't understand throughout their match, throughout everything. And there are things going on around them, and it's all inconsequential. What matters is this game. But again, we don't know why. So, these are all flashbacks to good times. So who are those two? I think he says their names later. I assume they're his real children. And what's interesting is in this scene, it shows them walking away from him, but later someone remarks that he's the one who left. That Rei is the one who left. So that's interesting. Maybe it's a matter of perspective. And Rei, or Kiriyama, it is Kiriyama, right? Yep. Kiriyama feels as though he was left by the family, and not the other way around. The way she's looking back, can't tell if she's sad to be leaving or if she's looking at him with dislike, like he did something. And it's all just to demonstrate his internal state during this match and how incredibly important it is to him. Are you eating properly? So what I want to find was, okay, that's the line Ayumu and Kyoko, okay, are worried about you. Is that the line to which he responds, that's a lie? Yeah. That's a lie. So maybe she was looking back at him with dislike or contempt. So I have to wonder what happened there. He's going back, and the posters that were all him are no longer all him. And he's no longer standing stock still, you know, straight up looking out the window. He's leaning and like hunched, and he's the way he's holding his arm is almost like he's trying to hold himself back and contain himself, like he's in some kind of suppressed. I can't tell if it's rage or just nerves or just feels, you know. But oh, these shots, yeah, sitting by the river, absolutely gorgeous. The color choice is stunning. And he gets this text, we'll be waiting for you, you know, friend. And he starts to reply that I'm not feeling well, so I won't be coming. And she responds making a request of him. Where is it? Ah, it's back here. Just the subs are gone? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Curry, but we don't have any pickled vegetables. Get some eggs too. So, making a request of him, now it's not him accepting something, right? It's he's doing something in exchange, and now if he doesn't go to the convenience store and buy the food and bring it to them, then they won't have all the ingredients they need for curry. So he has to, right? so he has to go. It's an interesting way of forcing him past his desire to isolate himself, because he clearly has this loner tendency, this antisocial tendency, and the only thing that breaks through it is this lovely family who we meet, and they're just stunning. Oh my god, they're so great. They're so great. We meet her, and she's just like, she's shot the same way that he on the train was shot dark and high contrast. She's shot light and saturated and glowing. She's glowing. And you could say that it's because of the light coming in, but it's more than that. She glows and she sparkles and she shines. And she really is a light in his life. This whole family is. And as dark as he wants to be, he can't help but let them in. And then she, I mean, I've made the comparison multiple times now. Mako Mankanshoku in the flesh. She's got the crazy. She's got the scenes where she does stuff like really quickly. She's always worried about being late, and she's just hilarious. She dives onto the screen. Yeah, they both do. So he doesn't know what to get, so he just buys a bunch of stuff, which is kind of indicative of his personality, because like, he wants to go above and beyond for these people if he's gonna do it. It was an important match for your club. I won, right? She's happy. That's great. Okay, yeah. I really find it interesting that the cats have voice actors. There. And just this whole scene, everything that happens in this house, it's like it's cut out of a different show. It's a total departure from what we saw before. So it's his inside, and his view of this desaturated world that's kind of sad and melancholy and malaise filled, and then the reality of the people around him and their bright, beautiful life that can't help but shine in on him. Oh. Okay, eating. I think it's very cute putting the curry on the altar, because it is kind of off. Like, you wouldn't normally do that. But if they liked it. Okay. And then, so then we've got this news report, and at first because of his reaction, I was thinking, like, is the person who they're talking about now, finding the body, is that the guy that he just beat? Because that would be, like, because he stops and it does what's this effect called? No, never mind. It is just a normal zoom. I thought it was doing that effect where the character stays still, but the background zooms around them. It's the equivalent of a dolly shot in real cinematography, but in animation it's something else. I don't know. Yeah, you use a specific angle then, so that the perspective gets all wonky, and it has kind of a parallax effect that makes it feel like you're zooming in just on them. It's cool. It's a cool effect. But that's not what's happened here. So then it goes dark here, and the darkness spreads out over him, and the wind through his hair. When there's no wind, he's inside, just to show emotion. It's unfortunate for Mr. Koda. Okay, so hold on. Just making absolutely sure. Shizuo Unagawa, totally unrelated. Great. So this is where we get the talk about their relationship, and it finally clicks a bit. So it's unfortunate for Koda. It was an important match for him because he's not in the league, and he's been playing shogi for forever, and so he's been surpassed by this prodigy who it seems he taught. And that would explain some things. That would explain the look back from the girl. You know, if he at a young age was already beating her father or getting so good, that could explain some stuff. I don't know. So his league entrance was riding on this, and then to think that his own son would beat him so easily. Not only beat him, but walk in the park. And it's not his son. Not really. Although maybe he was satisfied after all. And we flash back to the hammer. And this is where we start putting it together that the way he felt was like he, with every move on the shogi board, was bludgeoning his... We find out not his real son. He's bludgeoning his adopted father to death. Because his adopted father really cares about shogi too. But he didn't have a choice. He was going to win. And then this effect with the ropes. Like I was punching with my bare hands. And then back to holding his wrist, holding his arm down. Are you cold? And then she pulls a total, this is a total Mako, you know? Instant assumption, and boom, I'm gone. Yeah. Zoom! Disappears into the light. And they're aware. I love that the cat's like drooling and sparkling. They're aware, and they're really trying. At least the older members of the family are really trying to make sure that he doesn't succumb to darkness and real isolation. And then this is very cute. She takes his glasses off and is blushing, but then she sees that he's crying. And she feels his feels. We get all the info about him. Wakes up. There's this weird cat owl thing. We get a crazy morning breakfast. Natto, eggs, and rice. Okay. A little pig and a random sausage. Throws in the keys. Cat sleeping the way that cats don't sleep. He's totally disconnected from everything except shogi. Meet this guy. They chat a bit. We basically use this conversation for exposition on who he is and what he's doing. Oh, right. Jumpalicious. That's awesome. I wonder what the actual hiragana was there. Actually, wait, was it? Okay. Yeah, it looks like it. Middle school. Okay, is a genius. Their bakery, super cute. So we find out a little bit more stuff about them. And then he just can't hide it. He just can't hide his love for his grandkids. Cannot hide it. Oh, it's so cute. She's so annoying. Oh yeah. You Tsundere. You Tsundere. And it just another match. Then they give him the baked crescent moon. And we meet this guy. So I wanna see what the overlays were. Okay. Match notification. So we get Chub. And then Crisp. And then the ED, which was also gorgeous. And that's it. That's it. That's the thing. That's episode 1. What a freaking intro. What a freaking intro. I guess I can stop this recording. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's visually stunning. It's overflowing with Sakuga. Overflowing with Sakuga. The soundtrack and the audio selection. Not just the soundtrack. I need to be clear about that because it's not just the soundtrack, not just the music, but everything about the audio. The fidelity of the voice actors is way up there. It's really high quality. Noticed it instantly in the first line from the guy he competes with, his adopted father. Instantly, just like, wow, that voice has some fidelity. All right, I was recording the reaction to this, and there were only about 5 minutes after this, but I ran out of disk space while it was recording, which is not so good. I ran out of disk space, so the last few minutes of the reaction are cut off. So I'm just gonna say what I was saying. I was just saying, like, it's amazing. The fidelity of the audio is instantly apparent, and it's just, the show wowed me from the get-go. I was enthralled. I am super in, and I'm going to be watching a ton of this show. I'm in. What else can I say? It got me. It made me feel feels on an intro episode without even knowing the characters at all. It made me feel things. And I like that. I really thought it was a breath of fresh air, and I can't wait to see where it goes. The plot setup is amazing. Like a show like this, on the surface, the premise doesn't hook you. It's like, okay, this guy plays shogi. All right, why do I care? So it's not about that, not really. It's about the characters. It's about the experience. It's about the aesthetic. And when it comes to those factors, this show knocked it out of the park. They delivered in spades. It's overflowing with quality. No expense spared on animation, on voice acting, on recording quality, on anything. No expense spared. It's absolutely fantastic, and I'm extremely excited to see where it goes. I feel like most of the development is going to be internal, so it's going to be a more internal arc, not like this is the story of Kiriyama becoming the greatest shogi player of all time. I will be the next Hokage. No. I don't think it's going to be that. He could, throughout the course of the show, go, climb the ranks and improve as a shogi player, and that could be the thread that ties it all together. But I think what we're really looking for here is an internal character arc where Kiriyama Rei changes, and he's at an excellent starting point, and a wonderful starting point for a character to change. And he's got all of the things around him in the form of that family, who just absolutely is absolutely brimming with joy and friendliness and compassionate love for him. He's got all the tools necessary to make a significant character transformation. I can't wait to see how that shapes up. I can't wait to see how he shapes up as a character and how his arc progresses as the story progresses. I'm pumped. I'm excited. This was excellent and extraordinary pilot episode, and I cannot wait to see more. In any case, I have been TeeHee. This has been Sangatsu no Lion, episode 1. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.